Am I wearing the best concealer ever? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have decided to do a first impression, a review slash a wear test of the PAT McGRATH LABS Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. I'm gonna check if I got that right. Skin Fetish Sublime. Yes, I got it right. Okay, I might be just a tad obsessed with this product right now. The two shades that I tested out was medium 21 and medium deep 23. I looked at the website and there are about 36 shades, and they have, like the light, medium. Wait, actually, let me pull it up so I can be very clear, because there's the light, medium, medium deep, and deep categories. As someone that's always fallen into the darkest category in Asian countries, looking at this range of shades is very exciting. So I like that this product caters to, well, everyone, but also we can't be surprised it was created by a Black woman. So, they know how to do it right, and she did it right. And I do think that it is very important for us to, look at who we're supporting and what brands we're buying from and who's making money off of us. So with all of that said, I would definitely recommend you to try out this product before we even get into the actual product. So I have medium 21 under my eyes and medium deep 23 to conceal all over my face. I do not have any foundation on. And medium 21 has neutral to, what's the other word? Olive undertones. So it's not super yellow, and I'm not a big fan of that really yellow undertones. So I think this works perfectly well for me. And the medium 23 has yellow undertones though, so it kind of melded into my skin perfectly. So let's get right into me applying the products. As you guys can tell, I've already primed and color corrected my skin. Okay, you can't tell that I primed my skin, but I've already color corrected. So let's get right in with the concealers. This is what the packaging looks like. I am obsessed with the matte black with the gold. I think it's an absolutely beautiful combination. So the concealer claims to be weightless, full coverage, high performance, runway tested, and mother approved. Okay, let's see. This is the shade M21. That is going to be my highlight shade, I'm pretty sure. Here's to hoping I bought the right shades. Now we're going to be looking at the shade MD23, and that is supposed to match my skin tone better. All right, now that we have a very close-up view of my face, let's get right into applying the applying the concealers. What I'm going to do is apply the lighter shade under my eyes and the darker shade anywhere I think I need to conceal. And we're not going to be applying a foundation. I just want to see how well this concealer works for an everyday look for me personally. This is the darker shade. Ooh, look at that skill. I need some around my mouth because of the hyperpigmentation that I deal with. And then there is something here, something here. As you can tell, I'm not trying to conceal absolutely everything in my face, just enough to look a little bit more put together. Okay. I think that is all. Now let's blend it out. Okay, I do think, well, obviously it's a pretty full coverage concealer and it matches my skin really, really well. That it does not look like I do have concealer in certain spots and that I don't in certain spots. So far I'm loving the shade MD23 for all over my face. Now let's try out M21 for my under eyes and see how much it can do to these bad boys. Okay, I might be a little bit obsessed with this concealer right now because, damn, it's the color is a great match for me. I don't like going super light under my eyes, but it looks great. I love the finish. It's not super matte. It so far has not settled into any of my fine lines that I shouldn't have. I'm 25. But it blended in perfectly. I don't feel super heavy with the concealer on. Some concealers tend to just kind of weigh down your skin. This is not doing that. But yeah, I am really liking how my skin is looking right now, because if I add a little bit of powder and like blush, bronzer, and all that jazz, I would look pretty, you know, put together, and that is what I'm looking for from this look. So I will finish up my makeup and come right back to chat with you guys. So I really did like the applicator that came with the product. It picks up just enough product, I feel, and it looks pretty, you know, it's comfortable, it's easy to use. There's nothing revolutionary about it, but it works. So why change it, right? So I thought that was great. As someone that does not want her highlight shade to be much lighter than her actual skin, I think this works really well for me, because the shades there's so much range that I don't have to pick out one dark shade and one like super light shade. So I love that it gives us variety and it gives us options to choose from, which up until a couple years ago really lacked, especially for women with my skin tone and darker, and like really pale women. Let's not forget them either. Like, they struggled for the longest time. I'm going to try to wear this concealer for 12 hours and not remove it. I really like the coverage provided in how it felt on my skin. It wasn't thick or heavy or harsh on my skin, so that was really great. I am going to do a wear test with this product in zero air conditioning, in the humid heat / warmth of the Malaysian weather. Don't get me wrong, I love the Malaysian weather, but not so much for what I'm trying to wear makeup and look pretty all day. So we'll see how well this concealer holds up. I will come and do a check-in every 4 hours or so. Just fair warning, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff around the house. So if you're looking to just wear this to office or whatever, you know, our judgment will be very different of the product. And if it can hold up and survive my day-to-day, it might be the best concealer ever. That's the real challenge. We'll find out in 12 hours. So let's check the time right now. So it is 2:08. I am going to get right on with my day, and I will see you guys in like 4 hours. Okay, I am back for the first check-in. All right, let's see. It is 6:15. And we are a little greasy, a little oily. We're gonna dab it a little and then figure out what's happening from there. Okay, to be fair, I did apply the concealer over here, and over here, and over here on my forehead and under my eyes. And it seems to be pretty intact. Ooh, my lipstick's all gone. I had quite a bit of noodles for lunch, but well, so far it's performing pretty well, because my skin tone still looks pretty even and it hasn't really moved or completely faded. So overall it's doing well, but I do think that a lot of product is coming off on the tissue when I try to blot it. So that might not be easy for people with oily skin to deal with unless you're in like a fully air conditioned situation. But besides that, it's pretty intact on my skin. Like around my mouth, although I was like sweating all over here and I was like eating, it's still looking pretty good for now. All right, hi guys. As you can tell, I'm very oily, but that has, well, mostly nothing to do with the concealer we're testing out. I'm gonna pull up a mirror so I can see it much closer. So I really do think that the parts that I was trying to conceal with the concealer is still pretty concealed. even like around my mouth, my hyperpigmentation is not coming through. It's not showing. And like the bigger scarring over here that I try to cover is also not showing. So in that sense, the concealer is doing really well. The next time I apply it under my eyes, I might apply just a little bit more and maybe mix the darker concealer in a little. I didn't want it to be super bright, so I didn't apply that much, and maybe set it with a little bit more powder. But overall, it's holding up pretty well. Yes, I had a little bit of eyeliner bleed into it, but that is not the concealer's fault. I just have very watery eyelids. I have very watery eyes today. I don't know what happened. It might be my cat, but yeah. Besides that, I think the concealer is still holding up really well. I might have to show you guys what time it is. Let me see. I don't know where my phone is, so you guys are gonna just have to see it on my Fitbit. It's 10:15, and which is almost 8 hours since we first applied, and I mean, it's still looking good. So I'm thinking we're gonna blot our face just a little bit. I should really stop saying we are gonna blot our face. I'm beginning to sound like Smeagol. My precious. Okay, let's just ignore that. Let's just move from that. Let's just not. See, it still looks pretty good. And like, I do have a very oily T-zone, so this is where I applied the concealer, and it's still looking fine. I think I'm going to apply just a little bit of powder to keep the rest of my face matte so that it doesn't like bleed into the concealer and keep messing it up. Because it doesn't help that I don't have complexion products anywhere else on my face besides the spots with my concealer. So let's do that. So I'm using oh my god, I don't even know what shade this is. I'm just applying a little pressed powder that is like in my skin tone. Wait, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi to everyone? Hello. I know, honey. She has a little bit of, well, she has the flu, the cat flu right now. So we're in a little bit of a stressful situation. Stay here. As I was saying, when I don't have complexion products like foundation all over my face, especially, it becomes, it's very easy for my skin to get super oily. So I just think applying a little bit of powder will help that and really give this concealer a fair chance. And to be fair, it's been 8 hours since I applied the concealer, and we'll see if I last another 4 hours. I am exhausted. I shouldn't be exhausted. I just did some household stuff. I don't know. We will see. I will hopefully come back in 4 hours or sooner. But so far, this concealer is winning. It's definitely winning for me. All right, guys. Wait, let me get my phone. Okay, it is 1:44, which is almost 12 hours since since I finished applying my makeup. And yes, my oily face is greasy as hell, but let's take a closer look at the spots where I applied the concealer. Okay, the side of my face here is still looking pretty good. It's not faded that much. It's not gone. And my forehead is still looking pretty good. The concealer is still there. It's still hiding my acne scarring or marks and all that's going on. To be fair, my under eye concealer only creased like over here a little bit. Besides that, the only frustrating thing is that my eyeliner bled all over it, so it's not looking that great. But the concealer is still intact. It's still there. The situation around my mouth, for the most part, the concealer is all there. It's just like right under my nose that it's faded a little. And honestly, I think that was because I was doing something and I absentmindedly scratched like my nose area. So that was removed probably because of my hand, but the product did stay on. Anywhere that I did not mess with it, the product did stay on, despite the fact that I have very, very oily skin. So in conclusion, I am officially obsessed with these concealers. I think the product is great. I love the way it feels on my skin, or rather the fact that it gives like great coverage and I don't really feel it on my skin. I think that is great. I love the shade range because I could find pretty much a perfect match, which means that there's a higher chance that most people can find their perfect match. And I am impressed by its performance because normally all the concealers would just like slip into all the lines under my eyes and it would just look like stripes under my eyes and it's not a cute look. But here it only happened in like one fold, which might be a little deeper than, you know, your average fold, and you know, it happens. But compared to like other products that I've used, this, ooh, my hair is a mess. This concealer is fabulous and I'm obsessed with it. I'm probably going to be using it way too much after this. But that is it from me for this video. I definitely recommend you to purchase this product, and I'm pretty sure you'll find your shade or a really, really close match. So good luck, and till I see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.